Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. If you're coming here for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Tope and my videos are basically about my journey through motherhood with my hopes that my experience helps someone out there. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I brought with me to the hospital. There are some things I think are essential which I took along with me. So, one of the first most important thing is personal hygiene items. The hospital provides you with certain items like toothpaste and toothbrush, washcloth, things like that. But I personally like to take my own things with me. So just think about things you would take with you when you're going on a short road trip. I took along with me towels, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, or body wash, sponge, just things you take with you going on short trips. Also, things with personal hygiene items are things as like body lotion, makeup, or just makeup. If you're a makeup person, take a makeup bag with you. For me, I just took a lip balm. Your lips are gonna be really chapped, so a lip balm is awesome. And just like an invisible powder. That's all I took. A pair of earrings. Just think about things you would take if you're going out for a couple nights. Another additional thing to personal hygiene, which is different from when you're going out for a short trip, is a sanitary pad. And the reason I say different from when you're going for a short trip is because the sanitary pad is gonna be different. You need the thick ones. The hospital has it, but it's nice to have yours too. This is how thick it is. The reason you need this is because you're gonna be bleeding postpartum, so you need something to collect the blood. Sanitary pad. Another thing I took with me was a box of Depends. Woohoo! This is the best. Your regular panties can't really nicely hold those thick Depends I just showed you. The hospital provides this elasticy panties, but I wasn't comfortable with that. And I watch a lot of videos about things like that. So I just got myself some Depends, and that was really awesome. Even when I got home, I still use the Depends because I love them. Next thing, clothing. I took about 2 nightgowns with me. I'm more of a pant wearer, top and bottom person. However, for easy access for myself to breastfeed the baby, and for easy access for the nurses and the doctors to come do their checkup, I think it's easier to just wear yourself a nightgown or just a dress. Now, when you're getting yourself a nightgown, you want to get something that has buttons if you're breastfeeding. That way, you're able to, provide the baby with milk in an easier fashion, as opposed to having to pull the shirt all the way up. This is awesome. This rocks. I got it specifically when I was about to deliver. I got about 2 or 3 of this, and they've been awesome. I wore them at home like my regular clothing. I know. Yes. So I got myself 2 of the nightgowns. They were really helpful. I also got myself a discharged dress, t-shirt dress, just like that. It was also buttoned. It also had buttons up onto my stomach. I think I have it here, just so I look decent when I'm going out. Something like this. I had 2 of this with me. So that's pretty much it for clothing. You want something easy to put on, something comfortable. So whatever's comfortable for you, do that. The next thing I had with me were slippers and non-skid socks. You don't want to, for me, I didn't want to go around walking my barefoot in the hospital, so I had slippers with me, and non-skid socks, just in case I got tired of wearing my slippers. I could just put on the socks and walk around. And in terms of breastfeeding, I have with me a breastfeeding bra. That way, I think I have a picture here. So it claps. You can get this from Target, Walmart, Amazon. So it has something like this that you basically just click off and on when you need to breastfeed. So that also was helpful for me. I got myself like 2 of that to take to the hospital. In terms of breastfeeding, one thing that really helped me was boppy. I got myself a boppy. This is what it looks like. It helps to support you when you're trying to position the baby to breastfeed. If you have watched my previous videos, you'd know I had issues with breastfeeding because of my carpal tunnel syndrome, and again the baby wasn't latching properly. So this really helped me support the baby to position him to breastfeed. The other thing is like a breastfeeding cover or a shawl. If you're having visitors coming to your to come see you and the new baby and your family, and you're not the person to like expose your breast while feeding the baby, if you're not comfortable with that, it would be nice to have a shawl so that you're not exposing yourself. So I had myself a breastfeeding cover. A shawl would also do the job. And that was pretty much the essential things that I got with me. Like I said, I got myself some light makeup, just so that I can freshen up at times. The hospital offered a photography session, which I jumped right on. So I was able to like freshen up real quick. I didn't really change my clothing. I still wore my nightgown, but it still looked good in my opinion. And I had my lip balm with me, and I was good to go. Let me share with you guys the pictures that we got from there. I think we paid about $100. I don't remember, but it was nice. We got this in the flash drive also. So this is our picture here of the session. I think this was day 1 after the baby was born. And this is a picture right here of his name. He has a very full name. His name is Toro Abasi Oreofeoluwatomi Uma, 21st of June 2017. His name basically means praise God, and Oreofeoluwatomi means his God's grace is sufficient for me. So that, and Uma is his last name. But just want to share with you guys some things. So this was him right here, right there. This is Toro and his dad right here. Puyik. Yes. And this was me right here. In my mind, I freshened up. I don't know if this looks fresh. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. It was a nice album. We got this, and we got a flash drive of this also. I think for about $99. I thought it was a good price. So in terms of me and my husband, those are the things I got for both of us. Of course, in terms of breastfeeding, he didn't take breastfeeding thing because he doesn't have breast producing abilities. So you guys get the gist. Alright, for the baby, I got him a top and bottom. Now the reason I say is, I think top and bottom is the best way to go, and not onesies. And the reason is that they're gonna cut off his umbilical cord, and there's gonna be the clamp holding up the umbilical cord where it's been cut, and they're gonna be looking to assess it from time to time. So you don't want to wear a onesie that would press across his the belly. It's gonna be quite uncomfortable for the baby. So it's nice to just have a top that can easily open up when they want to access it, and something comfortable for the baby too. So I would just say get yourself like three top and bottom per day. The reason I say that is the baby could poop, it could stain the old buttocks. If you're a first time mom like me, maybe I'm breastfeeding him and the milk pours on his clothing, accident happens. So you just get yourself ready for things like that. The other things that was essential for me was bathing needs. So I got washcloths and some nice bathing items for him, just tiny ones. And of course you want to get burp cloths, so when you're feeding the baby, it can protect his clothing. The other thing I got with me for the baby, which was very essential, were mittens. Very essential in the sense that babies have long nails, they can scratch themselves. So mittens are useful when you're going over there to hospital. The hospital provides you also with head warmers, like the ones you wear in the winter. But I got myself a couple of them just in case I want to do the session for the photography, or you just want to wear something that you got your baby. A head warmer is always also nice to get for your baby. And then the swaddle blanket to swaddle up your baby. The hospital provides that for you also, but it doesn't hurt to get yours. In general, when trying to dress up the baby, the rule of thumb from what I've learned is, for each clothing you wear, just add an extra to the baby. So if you're wearing a t-shirt, then the baby would need a t-shirt and a light cardigan. This is because the baby is just moved out of your body into a new environment. and he has not really learned how to regulate his temperature or his or her temperature. So it's nice to have an extra pair of clothing over the baby to keep them warm. So guys, those are the things I brought with me to the hospital. However, there were a couple things I wish I brought that I didn't, and if I was to go back in time, I would definitely get them. Number one was my own bed sheet set. Now, I was itchy like crazy in the hospital with the bed sheets. I think it's probably side effects of the medication too, that I used for the surgery when I had a C-section. Probably could be that. Luckily for me, my mommy had a wrapper with her. Wrapper is basically like a big piece of clothing, just like a bed sheet that you can wrap around yourself. So I used that over the bed, the bed, yeah, the hospital bed, and that did it for me. I stopped itching. So I would get myself a bed sheet and a pillowcase, the whole bed sheet set. I would do that. The next thing, which I think is really, really important, is getting yourself a electric breast pump if you intend to breastfeed, or a manual breast pump if you're unable to afford an electric breast pump. Guys, there's an easy way to afford an electric breast pump, and I have shared that with you guys in my previous video. So if you haven't already watched that video, please do. It's really, really, really informative. So yes, back to it. Now, the reason I say it's important to get yourself a breast pump of some sort, even if you intend to breastfeed, is because you never know what's gonna happen. For me, I thought I would just breastfeed right away from the get-go. Everything was gonna go easy from the breast. I didn't know I was gonna have difficulty, but latching was an issue for us, for Toro and I, starting off. And luckily for me, one of the nursing mother nurses, or what do you call, no, not nursing mother nurses, one of the nursery nurses saw that I was struggling, and she got me a manual pump. I had a lot of milk to give, but I just couldn't. The outlet wasn't just working. How would I say it now? The ability to get that milk out of where it was needed to where it was needed wasn't working. But with the manual breast pump she gave me, it made a whole lot of difference. Expressing the milk helped a little bit, but I was a first time mom. I wasn't really the technique. I didn't really know how, but I felt like if I had the double electric breast pump with me, it would have made life easier for me. Within 10 minutes, I would have provided the milk for the baby, versus pressing, expressing with my one hand or going like this. The manual one is kind of tasking. Once again, I had a carpal tunnel syndrome, so the manual one wasn't really the best choice for me, but it was better than nothing. That was one thing I wish I had with me. So of course, if you're gonna take a manual electric breast pump with me, you might probably want to take also a feeding bottle, because that's where you're gonna pour the milk to give the baby. Because I didn't have any of that, the nurse gave me one of these little tablet cups, where you put medication to give patients. She gave that to me and fed Toro with that. So that's how I breastfed Toro, because I didn't have the feeding bottle. I didn't even know to ask. A lot of things was going on in my mind. I could have probably asked them if they had something like that, but man, the experience was just all over the place. So many things going on. You're not probably thinking straight. So those things were the things I wish I brought with me to the hospital. Of course, if you're going to take with you a breastfeeding pump, a breast pump bra would also be helpful. And the reason I say that is that you can do other things. You're hands free. You can have time with the baby while you're pumping. This is for your both breasts. So within 10-15 minutes, you've gotten your milk ready for the next 2 hours for the baby. They have the fridge in the hospital and things like that, so you can put it there to stay in the right temperature. You can leave it on the counter for a couple hours, I believe 6 to 8 hours. So either way, the baby is well taken care of in terms of feeding. So guys, those are the things that I took with me to the hospitals, and some of the things the main things I wish I brought to the hospital with me. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, kindly share with somebody and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe.